iFILM, London. iFILM, London.
Obviously, I'd like to welcome everyone to a press conference for what I think is a really exciting fight, and I believe a really exciting undercard. Probably one of the best cards I've put together for a long time. All nice, evenly matched fights. There are 6 titles on the bill, ranging from British, Commonwealth, British to English titles, and an eliminator. So, to me, I think it's a good card. There's a few younger fighters on the card that are being built. I'm a promoter that believes that you build fighters to fight for titles and win titles. You just don't build fighters to put them in titles and get them beat. And I think that's what's happening a lot in boxing today. We've got some promoters in boxing who've got no idea about boxing. They're just getting their fights and sticking them in world title fights for the sake of it, so they can see their pictures in newspapers, and their fights have got no chance. You know, I'm from the old school, and I've been taught that if a fighter fights for a title, he should be able to go in there and actually come out and win a title, or earn the right to fight for it, not just be put in there for the sake of it. You know, what boxing is missing? People say we're missing stars, but there's no one in this business who can build stars anymore. What boxing actually needs is another Mickey Duff, who was probably one of the greatest promoters of all these times. And I like to think I've modelled myself on him, and not like a few of the guys out there who think that if they were chocolate they'll all eat themselves, but never mind. But, you know, this is a different business. I believe this man sitting here is being built the right way. I believe that he will go forward, and when he fights for the title, will win. You will not see him being put in Klitschko until he is actually 100% ready and his trainers are 100% confident we can win that title. We're not going for a payday, and I know Sam's going to say we're not going to get there because he's going to put a stop to that. So, you know, if he does, he does, but we're confident he won't. So you know, we've got the ingredients here of a really great night's fight and a great night boxing. David and Sam will be in the ring at 11 o'clock, straight after the is it the European Championship Club final that night? It is, isn't it? Yeah. So straight after that, these guys will go in the ring. The doors will open at 5:30, and the boxing will start at 5:45. And as I say, the main fight will go in the ring at 11 o'clock. So all I'm going to do now is, tickets are selling very well. I haven't sold 4,000 in 2 hours. You know, I'm not as good as some promoters at selling tickets, but I know we will have 3,500, maybe 4,000 there, and it will be, you know, and we're set out for 3,600, and as I say, it is selling very well. And considering we haven't really launched the main media and advertising campaign, which is to start this, I'm very pleased with what tickets we've sold. I think we've done about 1,800 so far, so I'm confident that by May the 19th we will have a sellout. And the way these 2 guys are working, you know, doing press conferences, going to football matches, it all helps. So I thank these 2 guys are making the dream, and the rest of the undercard. And with that, I just throw the floor open. Running a lot of questions here today. Go on.
Well, for Sam, David hasn't really been pushed that much in his pro career. What are you going to do differently instead of what people have tried with him before?
I'm just going to bring something, you know, something different that, you know, David not seen before. You know, well, you've probably seen it before, but obviously not from me. You know, I've got my ways that I know I can beat David. You just can see what I know. I can't really give too much away. You know, it's the man sitting next to me now. So you're just going to see something. You're going to see something different. You're going to see something different from me as well from what you've seen before.
Sam, what do you do for sparring to get someone figures?
Well, we've got some good sparring lined up. I'll leave that to Graham. You know, I enjoy sparring like taller men. For me, that's, you know, it's an easier spar. Because when you're sparring with someone smaller, they're always trying to work, they're always trying to get in, and, you know, so it's a faster pace. So I think for me, you know, I set the pace. You know, so I'm just feeling good about this. I'm not going to tell you I'm sparring just yet.
David, psychologically, can you use yourself up to this in the same way you would have for Tyson Fury, just as a change?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, Tyson Fury was in the past. Sam Sexton's a massive threat to my career and obviously my livelihood and my kids' future type of thing. So that's all the motivation I need. And obviously to become the first British heavyweight champion from Liverpool. There's that many different things motivating for the fight. You know, we're 8 weeks out from the fight, and I've already found another level in myself which I didn't know I had in my determination in training. So definitely motivation is not an issue.
In your mind, how long do you think it is till you can think about it?
Well, obviously not until after this fight for the start, and then just take each fight as it comes. First, I've got to get past Sam, who again is going to be a tough fight, and it's going to be an exciting fight because we both want it so bad. You know, and I don't think it's going to be a matter of who wants it most on the night. It's going to be a matter of who's the smarter fighter on the night, and who's prepared properly on the night. And I think we're both going to prepare very well. You know, it's just each fight as it comes. But I know I've said 18 months to 2 years, but you just don't know what's on.
Do you think Sam's your biggest domestic threat left?
You asked me that. Do you mean
Black kid in the corner.
No, I don't actually. I think there's other big fights out there at domestic level for all the heavyweights to fight each other. Obviously, if Fury reappears somewhere down the line, and Matt Skelton looked the part against Gonzalez, he turned back the clock a little bit. Got
Do you think they're a bigger threat than Sam?
You are?
Do you think they're a bigger threat than Sam?
Oh no, not without a doubt. Sam's the best out there for me. But I think further down the line, for each heavyweight to come across each other in the UK, there's big fights out there. I think.
David, did you offer a fight in America as well beforehand and decided not to take it?
Yeah, we were offered a fight in Atlantic City. I think it was going to be this week, 24th of March. But you know, the priority for us is to get the house in order over here in the UK, and you know, do what we need to do domestically. And I think that the Americans, they've even wait for the risk under the truck in taking a fight 7 weeks or 8 weeks before fighting Sam Sexton. It wasn't worth it. You know, all it would have took might have been a cut, you know, and injury, anything really. So this fight is too important to be taken like an 8-pounder in America.
This also shows you the value that these two guys put on the heavyweight and winning the Lonsdale belt, which I think is important. As I say, a lot of fighters are trying to jump the Lonsdale belt, not learning the career properly, and get themselves slung into bigger and more major fights without actually learning their trade.
Yeah, definitely. I think what I just said there is right, because how can you call yourself a European champion or even a world champion when you haven't even conquered the British yet? You know, I think you should do it that route. I think you should British, European, world level, do it that way. Too many fighters these days are trying to skip opponents because people they don't want to fight. Basically, because they don't want to fight and they're skipping belts and stuff.
Sam, have you made adjustments in your training after losing to Chisora, because you were doing so well early against him both times and then seemed to fade a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to say I made adjustments because, you know, at the time it's a very difficult time in my life, you know, and you know, I just put it down to that. At the time, just before everything was happening, you know, I was on a roll, if you like, you know, I just won the, you know, prize fight of Southern area, the Commonwealth twice, you know, and I was on the up. It was a massive setback for me, so it's just about getting my head right again, which it is now. You know, I've got a great run again, I'm happy again, I'm enjoying the gym, I'm enjoying training again, so it's just all matters to me now.
In some way, did it give you some confidence seeing Chisora then do so well on the world scene?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, there's someone to say, you know, she's always just given the Tally Pitch who's best fight since St. Stewart's. I mean, the new person I've ever lost to is Derek Chisora. You know, they're big for me. If I ever fought someone and I lost, and I thought there's no way I could beat that person if I fought them again, then I'd probably give up boxing. But I always believe I can beat people, so that's why I carry on.
Any more questions?
David, Sam, and your opinion on the punishment given to Derek Chisora by the board. What do you think of that?
my opinion is that they needed to set an example, you know, so any other boxers wanted to carry on like that, then he'd have to think twice, but I still think there's probably a way back in for him, somewhere down the line, so you know, I do believe they did have to set an example.
Yeah, I think, no, I don't really get too involved in the politics side of things, that side of things, but, you know, to take someone's livelihood away is maybe a little bit strong in my own opinion. I mean, boxing is a man's fighting game, and that is exactly what it is. It is what it is, we fight. You know, so sometimes if things get a little bit heated, then you've sometimes got to overlook that, you know.
Okay, your opinion as well, Frank?
I think it's just made him more famous than he is. I mean, I bet his promoter can't wait to get his licence back and get him in the ring. You know, he's become a major commodity in boxing.
So do you think the board, I mean, what do you think the board should have done? What do you think the board should have done?
Paul dealt with it the way they thought they should have dealt with it. You know, they've taken his licence off him, but they haven't said he's banned, have they? I mean, he can apply for his licence tomorrow. You know, and I agree with what the two guys have said. You can't stop a man from earning a living. You know, a suspension, and he got fined 100,000. Didn't he by the W or the German Federation? I'm not sure. So he was, you know, he was fined. But they're going to do that for one fight. They've got to do it for every fighter who causes a disruption at a press conference. Or that's why I've told these two to behave themselves.
David, how did the German people take to you when he was out there?
Really well. I mean, I was surprised how well known it was over there in the boxing venue. You know, not walking around the streets or not, but in the boxing venue, a lot of people knew who I was within the boxing community. And it was nice. Yeah, it was a nice experience for me over there. You know, it whetted my appetite for something that big in the future.
If there's no more questions, we'll go and do a photograph and then we'll come out and do one-to-ones, because I know you want some one-to-ones. I know the TV do, don't you? Yeah? And Johnny, yeah. And Ed. Okay, do you want to go and do a photo then?
Yeah.
iFILM, London. iFILM, London.